Barbara Allen here, Wild and Woolly Wordsmith. Another little addition here from the porch in the Devil's Armpit, Arizona, otherwise known as Mammoth, Arizona. WildandWoollyWordsmith.com, BarbaraAllen.wordpress.com. So, missed a couple days of posts there. I think this will probably be like number 19, I'm thinking. And, yeah, I guess the subject of the moment would be that he's trying to claim now that he hadn't heard anything from that briefing. They asked him the question, I hadn't heard about that. Did they hand it to him on paper and just assume he could read it? Did he read the paper and only get to the part where it said something about China? And so he just decided, because I heard the theory that, because it was from, who it was from is a big anti-China guy, that maybe they just dismissed it as this guy's being paranoid about China. And yet his numbers were strangely correct. And this is all the way back in January. And what did we start doing in January and February? Instead of upgrading our facilities, starting to put that, get everything in order, start counting everything up, see what we had. We had 1,000%. We had 1,000% increase in sales of those very emergency stockpiles. We were selling stuff out of our emergency stockpiles at 100 times the going rate to China and other Asian countries who were the first ones to have to deal with this pandemic. But rather than hold on to strategic reserves for us, they sold them at massive amounts of quick profit to the Asian countries who were currently affected by the virus. To China, mostly. You gotta wonder about that. And here's another thing, speaking of China. He keeps talking about how he didn't know, and now he's trying to blame the WHO, which is ridiculous because we turned down the WHO's tests that were already rolled out and ready to go in favor of trying to pay somebody to make our own. Then dumbass tried to steal the scientists that were developing tests for Germany, tried to buy the company and steal the scientists. While at the same time selling off our strategic reserves. And with China, you got to wonder, how is it that this guy keeps being bamboozled by China? Because, and I think I know why. He's the first president to ever actually believe what the Chinese tell him. No president ever before has given 100% stock to anything any other world leader said. It's always grain of salt. Let's research that. Make sure he's telling the truth. Blah 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 blah. Let's see some proof that that's the case. Blah blah blah. We know the Chinese have been lying to us. Even if you listen to Trump's rhetoric for the last 5 years, he talks about how much of a terrible actor they are, how they're cheating, how they're manipulating their currency, how they're stealing our technology, and all this. All these things are going on. They deny it's happening, right? They deny that they're stealing anything and that they're manipulating currency or anything. And we still think they're doing it. But by God, when they tell us that a disease is under control, we're going to fucking believe them? Really? We're not going to go, oh, that's good. If you need any help, let us know. And just in case it doesn't work, we should get ready. That's what any other president would do. That's what any real public servant would endeavor to do. Be like, oh, okay, you have it under control. You're pretty sure, right? Yeah, let's just, make sure we're okay. Let's make sure we got enough. Make sure we can catch it if this guy happens to fail, because we do border them, blah, blah, blah. No, he just believed China, just like he believes North Korea, and he believes Putin. I believe him if they said we didn't do it. My God, they've been lying to us for the entire length of life of their current government. They've been lying to us for their entire existence. But all of a sudden, they're telling the truth to Trump because he's Trump? What a chump. What a chump. And now he wants to blame the WHO, who, again, we turned down their tests. Did they take China's word for something that perhaps they shouldn't have? Maybe. But it seems as if, though maybe in December when they were told, oh no, it can't be transferred, it can't be moved, blah, 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 blah. It seems to me that the WHO figured out China was lying before we did. So we ought not be cutting off the alarm system that worked because we want to limit the embarrassment on the alarm system that didn't. So don't let him blame this on the World Health Organization. There's plenty of blame to go around, but Trump has no business pushing his blame off on anybody but his dumbass and his advisors. And Jared freaking Kushner. Okay? Wild Willie Wordsmith here at wildandwilliewordsmith.com, barbaryallen.wordpress.com. See you later.